Hello, welcome to the LFC Transfer Room. My name is Damon. This is what I believe is Liverpool's biggest transfer window mistake. Looking back over the transfer window, Liverpool let 7 players go. Brought 4 players in, 4 midfielders. Very good signings. Dominic Szoboszlai, Alexis McAllister, Wataru Endo, and on deadline day they brought in Gravenberch. All brilliant signings. However, one place remains to be filled. Defensive midfield. Going back over the years of defensive midfielders in title-winning sides, they play a big part in their club's successful runs. Let's look at them. Manchester United, they had Roy Keane. Chelsea, they had Claude Makélélé and N'Golo Kante. Arsenal, they had Patrick Vieira, Gilberto Silva. Even Leicester had N'Golo Kante in their title-winning season. Man City, Fernandinho. Recently, Rodri. And closer to home, Fabinho. This summer, Fabinho left unexpectedly to Saudi Arabia. A replacement seemed to be priority when Liverpool were targeting Romeo Lavia and Moises Caicedo. However, as time has gone on, the Romeo Lavia bids weren't good enough. Southampton asked for 50 million, Liverpool kept lowballing them and lost their man to Chelsea. Instead, they made an audacious bid for Moises Caicedo at the last second. Too late, some would say. Chelsea had already agreed personal terms with Caicedo. Both players ended up joining the London club. What Liverpool didn't do, however, is move on from those 2 players. Move on and make sure they do bring a defensive midfielder in. The way Jurgen Klopp plays needs a specialist number 6 in that role. We saw last season, when the formation changed to Trent being an inverted right back, Fabinho was key. Fabinho got back to his best in a way, disallowing Trent to play that free role from right back position, allowing us to dominate games once again, allowing us to get 3 points every single week once again. This season we don't have that. What we did buy was Endo and McAllister. Both versatile players, both could play defensive midfield. However, both have certain things holding them back to be that specialist role for a title-winning side. Endo, brilliant buy, a brilliant squad player. However, at 30 years old and having played in the Bundesliga for most of his career, this step to Liverpool and being the number 6, being the specialist number 6, being the main guy in that position is too much. He's played a couple of games so far, made an appearance against Bournemouth, played a little bit longer against Newcastle. He played okay, but unfortunately, okay is not good enough in that sort of role, in such a team. In such a big team, and a title-winning team, if that. Endo will be important this season, but being in that number 6 role every single week is a completely tough ask for the Japanese midfielder. McAllister again, another versatile player. Played in number 6 throughout the pre-season into the Chelsea game. Not his role. Not his role. He could play there, but it's not getting the best out of him. McAllister is better linking up with the forwards. He's better moving box to box. Plays similar to Szoboszlai, but a bit more forward. Yes, he can play at number 6, but he can't be a number 6. That's the difference. Salah could probably play right back if he tried it. We saw it in pre-season. Diego Jota said, "I've missed this sort of link up with a player when he's speaking about McAllister." You won't get that if he's playing number 6. You won't get that if he's playing defensive midfield. So why didn't Liverpool bring in a defensive midfielder? Simple reason. Money. The Moises Caicedo bid came out of nowhere. However, there's talk about it just being a PR stunt, and it wouldn't surprise me, it wouldn't put me past this ownership. Was it a risky PR stunt? Yes. They knew full well this player had agreed to go and join Chelsea, and they couldn't match the wages anyway. Jurgen Klopp every single season is left short. Whether it's George in charge of transfers, whether it's Michael Edwards in charge of transfers, whether it's Julian Ward in charge of transfers, Jurgen Klopp is left short every single season. This comes down to money. This comes down to budgeting. The club have done well to bring in the midfielders they have. However, leaving that role out because of money could cost Liverpool in the long run. And I'm talking about title winning, trophy winning. To go again, to be consistent in terms of title races and trophy hunting, you need to address every single issue as much as you can. Negligence for 3, 4, 5 seasons now from the board. And negligence again. All 4 midfielders that we bought, cracking signings. And I'm excited to see them all play this season. But to not bring in a defensive midfielder is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. We've seen so far gaps everywhere in that area. Chelsea, Bournemouth, Newcastle. Every single game they've cost us. Going back to the Bournemouth game, Trent Alexander-Arnold covered that position. Couldn't take the ball quickly. Poor touch. Another chance happened for Bournemouth as well later on in the game, where Alisson Becker was looking for a pass. Couldn't find anyone. Because they've got no centre defensive midfielder there to know how to be there. It's a mindset to have. And we haven't got anyone that's got that defensive mindset in that midfield area. To cut back, to receive the ball on the half turn, to make sure they're open in that space, to cover the ground when Trent goes upfield, to cover the ground when Robbo goes upfield. Like I said, Endo will do a job, Gravenberch will do a job, another versatile midfielder again. McAllister will do his best. But you still need that proper defensive midfielder. It's so important. Some could argue we're missing a backup for Virgil as well. Yes, that's just as important, I think. But this role, this CDM role, is pivotal. Absolutely pivotal. Just because we can't be bothered spending a little bit more, it could cost us another season. Last season was a warning. In fact, a lie. We've had several warnings before. Injury hit season, where we went into a season with 3 centre-backs, 2 of them injury prone, and all of a sudden we were surprised that we had no centre-backs left. Last season, again left short. We didn't address any midfielders. So why this season we're not learning our lesson? Money. That's it. I don't think, with every respect, I don't think Endo would have been even on Klopp's top 10 list of midfielders. But he had to get him. When he failed to get Lavia, when he failed to get Caicedo, he had to go out there and get someone. Cheap option. A very good cheap option at that. But not good enough to be that specialist number 6, unfortunately. So what now? What are Liverpool's expectations? They've got the attack. They've got the creative midfielders now that can go on and win games. We saw last week against Newcastle. Nunes came on and changed the game. Title winning sides need to be strong defensively. And that starts with a defensive midfielder. Top sides with great defensive midfielders in front of them become great sides. We are supposed to be competing with Manchester City here. Not Tottenham. Not Newcastle. Not Manchester United. We're not going for top 4. We should be going for the title. We should be winning trophies. Our standards have dropped so far that people are accepting top 4 as an achievement, as success. The players have come out and demanded more. Jurgen Klopp himself has come out and demanded more. Are we getting more? No. Not again. So how can we sit here as fans and accept it? Accept that we're players short again. We can still go win the title, don't get me wrong. We've got the attack there to win every single game. But as the saying goes, attacks win you games, defences win you titles. And not bringing in a defensive midfielder could cost us the title.